What's up, guys? It's Harry here, and I have another Marvel's Avengers video for you today. So I decided that I'm going to make a advanced Hulk guide broken up into 4 parts over 4 videos so I can really explain everything you need to know to make the Hulk OP in Marvel's Avengers. So if you're a new player who just got here from Xbox Game Pass, or if you've been here since the beta and you want to know how to really master the Hulk beyond just using his thunderclap, then this is the video for you. But before we start, if you don't mind, check out the Doom Squad gaming channel. The link will be in the description below. I'm a part of the Doom Squad, so obviously we cover Marvel's Avengers, but we're going to be covering other games as well. So if you're interested in Marvel's Avengers and builds, or if you're just interested in video games in general, head over there. But anyway, I assure you, anyone who sticks around will be a pro Hulk player just like me. So without further ado, let's roll the intro. Alright, so let's look at my gear and my stats. So on my melee gear, I deal pin particles through heavy power attacks. Now, with my experience with the Hulk, that's the best perk for spreading status damage on a melee piece. On Hulk's melee gear, you should always have a positive status because Hulk intrinsically deals a negative status, which is gamma, and mixing a positive status and a negative status will achieve a battery effect, which doubles or triples your damage. So on my range gear, I have a small debris that deals gamma, and there's a specific reason why, for my build at least, I need to have the small debris deal the status and not the large debris. And you'll figure out exactly why later in the video and later in the other parts of my advanced Hulk guide. So Pim on my melee gear, gamma on my range gear. Now when it comes to spreading status damage, a lot of people overlook the minor artifact, but I will show you later in the video why it's so important and why you shouldn't overlook it. All right, we got that out of the way. Let's look at the skills that help you spread status damage easily. I think these skills are self-explanatory. I have the Stranglehold perk equipped that allows you to deal gamma damage, and at the end of Stranglehold, you leave a pool of gamma, which is perfect because if there's a crowd of enemies, you can use Stranglehold, lay down the pool of gamma, and then do heavy power attacks to spread pin particles. Then you'll be doing the battery effect to lots of enemies around you. The next skill that I have equipped is very situational, but in terms of spreading status damage, Ground Zero is obviously the best perk because you deal gamma damage, you leave a pool of gamma when you thunderclap, and the gamma cloud that you leave, you and your teammates will heal if you guys are in the gamma cloud. So that makes sense. You can either do Stranglehold, lay down the gamma, and then heavy power attack with the positive status, or thunderclap, lay down that gamma, heavy power attack, deal the positive status. So that's how that works. Using Stranglehold to lay down gamma and then using your heavy power attacks to spread the positive status that you have on your melee attacks is the easiest way to spread status damage to a ton of enemies at once. Now, it's not the most consistent because you do run out of heroics after you use them, but there's still a way to spread status damage pretty easily and consistently, even if you don't have your heroics to do it for you. And that's what I'm going to show you right now. Pretend I don't have any heroics left. Pretend I don't have my Thunderclap and I don't have Stranglehold to spread gamma damage. What do? Do what I do in this video. Earlier I was talking about the small debris on my ranged gear needs to be dealing the status, right? And this is why. So if you pick up small debris and press the light attack button, you can use it as a melee weapon, but it breaks. So you don't want to do that. What you want to do is evade and then finish off with the light combo finisher or the heavy combo finisher, because you get to keep the small debris. And why you need to keep the small debris is because every hit that an enemy takes from you while you have the small debris, it deals the status from the small debris. So like you see in the video, I'm dealing gamma damage with each hit as long as I have the small debris in my hand. That's an easy way to spread gamma damage. And then follow up with heavy power attacks to spread the pin particles so I can do the battery effect and melt enemies. So that's why the small debris is so important. So here I'm going up against a Elite 160 EXO, and you are going to find out why the minor artifact, the Cosmic Confused ISO, why that's so important and why I think you should keep it on your Hulk build. So if you didn't know this already, whenever I took damage from the EXO, a beam of cosmic damage shot towards him. And that's because of the perk on the minor artifact. And it's basically a cosmic payload. There's a 15% chance whenever I take damage, all enemies around me take cosmic damage. And that's amazing because I can already deal gamma consistently. I showed you with the small debris, and you can do the battery effect with cosmic and gamma. Not only that, cosmic is one of the best statuses in the game because it increases your damage, and the more damage you do, the more willpower you get back in return. So that's why the minor artifact that I have equipped is not something to be looked over. Now, last but not least, this is one of the coolest ways Hulk can actually deal status damage. Watch what happens when I parry. Whenever you have the small debris, and this is why the small debris is so important, whatever status you have on the small debris, any enemies that you end up parrying while you have the small debris in your hand, they will end up being dealt the status that comes from your small debris. So you can spread status damage by parrying with the rock in your hand. So there you go. So we've come to the end of part one. Part one was about dealing status damage, and I think I showed you guys quite a lot on how to do that. I hope you guys liked the video, and this is all I have for you today. Until next time, peace out and keep smashing. Have a good day.
Whatever it takes. I like this one.